The MACD has been a long-time favourite of many new traders, but this indicator promises to blow it out of the water. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Hey traders, I hope you're all going extremely well. My name's David and welcome back to my channel where we build profitable trading strategies. Today we're going to be looking at the MACD, but not the regular MACD that everybody's used to. We're going to be looking at the MACD zero lag. Now I know I've done a couple of trading strategies before which involved this indicator, but ChatGPT will not leave me alone with it. It keeps asking me to build more and more strategies with the MACD zero lag. So I guess the best thing we can do is get over to my computer. Let's backtest it. If ChatGPT says it's good, it's going to be good. So let's have a look at the backtesting results of this trading strategy today. But before I go, guys, if you do enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate a good old like, and don't forget to subscribe. I do videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday doing trading strategies and building tools to make your trading life a little bit more profitable. Okay, let's get over to the computer. Okay guys, here I am on my computer. This is where I find most of my good indicators, so I'm giving credit where credit is due. It's a fantastic blog where you can find a list of indicators that are a little bit out of the ordinary, and as you can see today we're going to be looking at the zero lag. We'll be using some other indicators here on this channel. We build trading strategies, not just indicators, and our methods allow us to create trading strategies with rules. The rules include a trend line or a trend direction. We then have a confirmation indicator, which is going to be the zero lag at MACD today, and then we'll have a couple of other indicators that help us to confirm those entries. We'll use tools to backtest these trading strategies so we can see how well it would have performed on historical data. That way we're not trading blind. And then we will also forward test, which means we'll trade them on live markets to make sure that they're not overfitted. Overfitted means that they're fitted just to the historical data. On live data they will not work as well. So we try to build trading strategies that will jump all of these hurdles and actually create something that could actually be potentially profitable. Okay, so I'm going to go over to my screen over here. We're going to go over to Tradingview. This is going to be our tool today to be able to build our trading strategy. Now, obviously, I'm doing all of the coding, so you don't have to. If you do want to add this trading strategy or any of my other 60-odd trading strategies, you'll be able to use the links down in the description. You'll be able to add them to your chart, and then you'll be able to connect them to bots if you want to auto trade or just create alerts for trades. Okay, so I'm on BTC USDT on the 45-minute time frame today. I tried to take it a little bit down because I've been on the hour time frame for quite a long time now. So I'm going to go a bit down and maybe look at the 15 and 30 minute again. Was my favorite once before. Okay, we're going to start adding these indicators. So we're going to start by going up here and clicking indicators. Let's add the zero lag MACD. And we're going to be using Junk Banger here, which is this one here. This is going to be the indicator we're going to be using today. So as you can see, it does look very much like the MACD, except for we have three lines here. We have two lines which are our SMAs, which are our general MACD, allowing us to calculate this histogram in the background. When these two lines separate from each other, it creates a bigger and wider histogram below. And then we're using this new red line, which is called the zero lag. This is based on the Laguerre moving averages, which I've talked about in several times. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker and a little bit darker so we can see all the colors here on Tradingview. Okay, all of our colors are set up here. As you can see, we have a green and red background, which is our trend direction. And then we have these green and red dots, which allows us to see the actual crossover. The blue line is there really just for reference, creating the histogram and things like that. We're actually looking for the red line to cross over the orange line, making this red dot like this here, or a green dot like this one just over here, which is where the red line crosses over the orange line, which would be our entries. The red and green backgrounds are created by the histogram. I will of course also backtest them and see if they're a good confluence or not. In the settings, if I go over to the settings here, I have actually left everything as default and haven't changed anything. We're actually using the zero lag EMA for our trend lines here. And we're using the apply Laguerre smoothing with a gamma of 0.02. So I'm now going to go and add a couple more indicators for our trend direction and things like that. As you can see, some of the entries like this one here would have given us an absolutely wonderful entry, but there's plenty of spaces and areas where the price is actually consolidating and would actually get wicked out quite a lot. Here we would have had a loss and a win here. This one would have been a loss as well. So you need to find a couple of indicators to complement this one to make it better as a trading strategy, not just an indicator. Okay, for our baseline trend indicator, so the indicator that's going to give us our trend direction, we're going to be using the Kaufman Adaptive Moving Average. So I'm going to copy and paste that over there because I'm a bit lazy. And we're going to be using the one by Everget here, just there. We're going to use that. We're going to go over to our settings and make it a little bit thicker for YouTube. Et voila! And now we're going to use the length and we're going to change that to 50. So it's a little less strict on the old moving average here. As you can see, it hugs at price action as it's coming down here. And would have made an absolutely brilliant entry just here of 6% profit. Here we would have had a lovely entry for the longs as well, which would have made us another over 6% as well. Entries would have been ones like this one just here. You couldn't get much better than that entry itself before it shooted up. And for our shorts, we would have been a bit further down, but we would have had a nice entry just there for a short as well. Boom. Okay, we're going to be adding a last indicator, and that is the Vortex indicator. That says Cortex, we're looking for Vortex indicator, which is this one here. A very, very simple indicator which allows for us to detect volatility in the market. This indicator allows us to filter out some bad results as well. As you can see here, we're looking for red to be above blue for our shorts. And that would have made a perfect entry. So we're going to be looking for the KAMA to be red and price to be below it. We're looking for a crossover red dot on the 0 lag MACD. We're looking for red or pink to be above blue on the Vortex indicator. This would have made an absolute perfect short. And we're going to be setting our stop loss and take profits to the ATR bands by David Tech here. Setting the upper and lower lengths to 2.5 on the bands. We're going to set our stop loss to the band and we're looking for a risk to reward very, very quickly in and out on this trading strategy, making sure we're covering fees and making a little bit of cash. We're going to be a risk to reward of 1. I have tested this all the way up to 1.5 and it is very profitable there as well. Okay, so the choice is yours. You could even trail it or use multiple take profits to try and save a bit of equity if you would prefer. Let's have a look for a long very quickly. Okay, here is our entry for a long. We are above price and we have the line of the color green. We're looking for a green dot crossover on the MACD 0 lag. The blue must be above. Pink is only just there, but we are above and we're going to be entering on this candle here. We're going to be setting our stop loss to the ATR bands. And then we're going to be moving up and trying to get a risk to reward of 1. That would have been a perfect win as well. And we also could extend it to a 1.5 and maybe a little bit beyond, dependent on how you set up your trading strategy, but always set the rules before actually going out and trading. Okay, that's our trading strategy setup. I'm going to go away and now backtest this to see whether it really works in the backtesting results. I'll be back in a couple of seconds on Tradingview, so let's get straight to it.
Come on, David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. Come on, David. Show us what you got.
Guys, before I get over to the backtesting results, Bybit has a huge giveaway at the moment called Wish Upon a Bitcoin, where you can get part of up to 5 Bitcoin. All you have to do is complete a simple task, and then you get to spin a wheel to win a prize. Wishing you all luck. Don't forget to use the links down below in the description. You also get trading fee reductions, which is a huge edge on the market, and deposit bonuses, as always, if you use the David Tech link. Huge shout out and thank you to Bybit for all the support they give us. We get a small kickback when you use the link below, so thank you for using the link. Right, over to the backtesting result. Okay, here we are on Tradingview. Gonna reveal the results. Drum roll, please. Boom! Right, as you can see from the backtesting results, it looks pretty good. We have a win rate of 72%, which is absolutely enormous. Max wins in a row was 18. Max loss in a row were 3. We had, as you can see, a win recently. The table looks pretty good. We have a couple of losers here, one large loss in August, but other than that, everything else is in the green. Let's have a look at this equity curve. As you can see, the equity curve looks absolutely amazing. We have a 72% win rate, 81 closed trades, 479% net profit, and a profit factor of 3.0. We have a max drawdown of 21%, which is a little high, but I am using leverage for this trading strategy, so you can take it down and decrease it, but you will also decrease the net profit. If you go over to the buy and hold, we would have earned 32% on an investment which we made at the same time over here. This one is up 400%, so we smashed that. When we look at the Sharpe ratio, it is a little bit lower than I'd like to trade personally, but we will put this in for forward testing with the elite backtest as part of the David Tech group, where we're all trying to improve on these trading strategies as a community together. Okay, let's look at the deep backtesting results. I'm going to go back as far as I possibly can up until today's date. Okay, and as you can see, the deep backtesting is even better. We have 1,924%, 173 closed trades, which is great, a slightly reduced win rate of 67%, a profit factor of 2.8, and our max drawdown hasn't gone up immensely. We are at 27%. The Sharpe ratio is held up pretty much, and if we go over to the buy hold, we would have had 744% if we would have invested in Bitcoin here, and we absolutely smashed that as well. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Another solid trading strategy created with the help of ChatGPT and the NNFX trading methods. Rules are fundamental to any trading strategy, and we stick to them no matter what happens. This trading strategy will be added to the incubation process, which is a trading journal which allows me to trade it on live markets to make sure it really does perform as it says on the backtesting results. You can come and check out all of the tools that I've created, all of the strategies you can add. You can also connect them directly to bots with some of the tools that we've created as a community as well. All of that wonderful stuff is down in the description below. Thank you very much for spending some time with me. I look forward to seeing you again on Friday. And also don't forget that I give away 100 USDT to a random commenter of a random video every Friday. Look forward to seeing you on Friday, guys. Take care, keep safe, keep coding, trade like a boss, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Come on, David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD.